Hey y'all, here's how I made this cute gingerbread themed garland using cardboard, burlap, and wood slices. So to start off, I'm just using regular cardboard and I'm just cutting out these little house shapes using my box cutter. And these don't have to be perfect, y'all. Once you add all the decorations to it, you won't even notice any little imperfections. So I'm just taking a piece of burlap and I'm putting my cardboard house in between that and then just gluing the burlap right onto that piece of cardboard. And I'm just using my scissors to help attach the glue onto the cardboard so that I don't burn myself, because you know burlap kind of has those little holes in it, so just be careful with that. And I'm just gluing this section by section, so I start with the two top pieces and then I do the side pieces and then I do the bottom last. And the bottom can kind of cover the whole back side if you cut it long enough. I didn't cut mine very neatly, so you can do a better job than what I have here, but it works and the front looks cute, so that's all that really matters to me. And now I'm just going to use my burlap ribbon here. I'm going to glue that in half to create little pieces for our roof for our houses. And we're just going to glue that directly onto the roof at a slant and then trim up the bottom. I just cut it straight across for the bottom and then cut it at an angle on the top, and then just glue the other one the opposite way at a slant on the roof as well. And you can trim this up however you need to make it look cute like a little roof. Now we can move on to adding the little decorations to our houses. So I'm using 4mm macrame cord. I'll have this link down below for you guys. And I'm just drawing some little squiggles on top of my roof with my hot glue gun and then gluing that macrame cord right on top of that. It is a little tedious to do this part, so the larger your squiggles are, the easier it'll be to glue this in a squiggle pattern. And I keep this all in one piece and just draw some more squiggles on the other side of the roof and just continue all the way down the whole roof. And if you don't want to do squiggles, you can just do straight lines. It's all in your preference on how you want to decorate them. And I do usually leave my end pieces kind of long, so that way I can just glue them directly to the back side, just wrap them around, and it gives a nice little rounded look on the front. And now I'm just going to draw a little door on the front of my gingerbread house using my hot glue gun and attaching my macrame cord directly to that. So I wanted to add a little more color to mine, so I'm using this peppermint twine that I got from Amazon a few Christmases ago, and I'm just kind of gluing that over top of my white macrame cord. Now this way is a little more tedious to do. I love how this turns out with it overlapping the white, but honestly y'all, it is a lot easier just to go along the white macrame cord with your peppermint cord if you want to add this step in. But again, this is just all in your preference on how you want to decorate it. I thought this was a really cute little touch for it, so I just wanted to share with y'all both ways that you can do that. And then just adding a little border around my door with the peppermint cord as well. And for my little doorknobs, I'm using these tiny little red bells, but you can use buttons, or if you have little tiny peppermint candies that you can put there instead. And you can do all different kinds of little designs for this. So like this one, I'm outlining the edge of my gingerbread house, which I think is so cute. I end up really loving this one, so I kind of wish I would have done it with more of them. And I'm just hiding the ends of these right underneath the roof so it has a nice clean look. Now I did want to include this little part where I'm making a little peppermint candy from my house. These are pretty hard to make, but they're so cute, so I did just still want to share it with y'all. But I just start by gluing my little macrame cord kind of in a little loop at first, and then just twisting it into a little rounded shape as a little candy. And you just add a little dab of hot glue in between each layer as you're rolling it into a little candy. Now this sparked an idea to do this on a larger scale for my larger rope pieces that I have, so I may end up doing that before Christmas is over, or I might save that for next year and share it with y'all. And now I'm going to move on to doing the wood slice part of this. So I'm using my Posca markers and a 2.5-inch wood slice, and I'm just drawing on my little peppermint design. So again, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just starting in the middle and just kind of going at an angle as I draw around the entire wood slice, and just doing this part by part so I can try to maintain the same spacing and the same size for the peppermint design. Now you could just leave it like this and not paint the inside white if you want to leave it more rustic, but I'm going to go back with my white Posca marker and just draw in right between my red pieces. Using the Posca markers makes this process a whole lot easier, but you can hand paint if you prefer, if you don't have any markers like this on hand. A fellow crafter put me on these and I just absolutely love them. They make things so much easier, so I did want to share those with y'all. And my white did overlap a little bit on some of my reds, so I'm just going back over that just to clean those lines up a little bit. But I love how these look. I think they're so cute and just so easy to make. I'm using twine for the base of my garland, so we're just going to attach everything to that. And I'm just adding a little dab of hot glue on the back of my gingerbread house and just attaching my twine directly to that. You can create a little loop if you want to hang them on there, but this was just the easier way for me to attach them to it. And to attach our wood slices, I just feed my twine through the pre-drilled hole on the wood slice. If you just leave it like this though, it won't face straight out like how I want it. So what I decided to do was just add a little line of hot glue on the back side and glue that kind of straight across. And then for the part that's coming through the front of the wood slice, we're just going to glue that directly to the back of the wood slice going straight across. And I put a lot of space in between mine because I wasn't sure how wide I needed them, but I left room for error so we can adjust them later if we need to. And y'all know I love adding little twine bows to my craft projects, so I added some cute little bows on top of my peppermint wood slices, just to add a little something extra to them. This is how all of my gingerbread houses and peppermint wood slices turned out. I think they turned out so adorable. It's the perfect mix of rustic and cozy Christmas vibes for my home. Once I added them to my kitchen with the green garland, it was just the perfect touch for my gingerbread themed kitchen. And I also got this green garland from Amazon that I was really impressed with. I only got it for $8 during Black Friday. I was a little skeptical with it being so cheap, but it's really beautiful quality and was perfect to add to my kitchen. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.